Hello and welcome everyone to Quick Album Reviews. I'm the infected voice, CJ Metal, and today I've become infected with Rise by Sepultura. I know you were probably expecting a review on the new Slipknot album, which is coming soon, but I've only had the chance to hear the first few tracks. I mean, it sounds good, but not great, but we'll see how that goes later. Anyways, the reason I'm reviewing this album is because someone on YouTube recommended I review this album quite a while ago now, but I never got to it till now, so let's get started. Released in the year of 1991, 3 years before the best year ever, this death thrash album has become a classic in the genre. Personally, I preferred their 1989 release, Beneath the Remains, but hey, that's just me. But Rise was still an excellent album. However, I do find it rather difficult to review this album. Why, you may ask? Well, like I said, it's a classic. It's been reviewed hundreds, if not thousands of times already. Plus, if it wasn't good, then it wouldn't be a classic, would it? Now, that's kind of my issue with reviewing these more classic albums is I already know it's good, and you probably already knew that too, but hey, I'll say something. So there's really two things or I guess three things if you count the third one later, that really make this album. It's the riffs and the production. So production-wise, this album is very old-school death metal sounding. The production isn't clean, but it's still understandable, if that makes sense. And the other thing about this album is the riffs. They're all very thrashy, composed, and very thrash-driven as well, if you will. And with that being said, I mean, honestly, all the riffs on this album are just headbangers. So, I mean, this is an album, along with Beneath the Remains, that I would consider a riff porn album because it's very riff porn friendly, and I mean, it's riff porn. What do you think that means? Now, the riffs aren't the only thrash style on this album. The vocals also follow the same suit. They are very fast, aggressive, and in your face, and I really felt this album overall was very thrash heavy. I would still consider this to be a death thrash album, but with a greater emphasis on the thrash. And that's really all I have to say about this album. I'm sure what I've said already has already been said before. I mean, if I wanted to really put in my 2 cents, I could say I think the drum mixing wasn't the best. The snare sounds almost as loud as the guitars, which was kind of weird. And that's probably hasn't been said before, but so there's my 2 cents. There's my original 2 cents to add to the album right there. 2 cents well spent. But let's be honest here, if you haven't already heard this album, go check it out. If you enjoy thrash metal, death metal, or a combination of the both, I guarantee you'll enjoy this album. And for all whatever reasons, this album's gonna get a 9 out of 10 from me. Alrighty, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this review, despite it not really bringing anything news to the table. But don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to tell a friend to like and subscribe as well. I finally finished my chemistry class, thank God. It was very difficult, but I did it, so hopefully I'll be able to get some more reviews up before I have to go back to school on the 19th. Which I'm definitely not looking forward to, but until then, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you with the next review.